31 Nintendo Switch launch titles and launch window games have been announced. Let's start with the launch titles. 13 games are confirmed to launch alongside the Nintendo Switch this March 3, with 4 titles exclusive to Japan. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. As if you needed reminding, it's the most anticipated game of the year. Nintendo debuts their newest console with the return of our favorite Hyrule hero in a stunning open-world environment. With newer textures and a vast world, exploring the land will be a breath of fresh air. 1-2 Switch. Nintendo is about to revolutionize the way we party. Using a haptic feedback system, the Joy-Con controller allows users to execute more specific actions. Detach the 2 controllers and play with friends in a collection of wacky minigames. Face-off and Wild West duels, dance-offs, and exciting cow milking competitions. Super Bomberman R. Relive childhood memories with a 3D version of these beloved bombers. Play the classic Bomberman way by placing bombs to eliminate your enemies. You can have up to 8 competitors in a single game. But there's also a story mode with boss fights, puzzles, and over 50 stages. Play it with a friend and have an explosive time. World of Goo. Tomorrow Corporation's physics-based puzzler is on its way to a new platform. Originally from the Wii, players were able to control the Goo Balls using the Wiimote. It will essentially be the same for the Switch port, but it will have local multiplayer support, as well as an exclusive soundtrack mode, where you can bask in Cal Gaber's eccentric tunes. Skylanders Imaginators. First released in 2016, Skylanders Imaginators allows you to create your own hero with their own powers, abilities, and catchphrases. Your hero's mission is to stop Chaos and his Doomlanders from taking over Skyland. It's no portal of power, but you will have access to a digital library of all your Skylander creations for easy playing at home or on the go. Just Dance 2017. From Xbox, PlayStation, and Wii U, Ubisoft is sending their dancing game to yet another console. It's pretty much the same game, featuring over 40 songs from the industry's latest hits to a few well-loved classics. Human Resource Machine. Here's another puzzler from Tomorrow Corporation's library. You are a new employee in a large company. Work your way up the corporate ladder by doing a bit of programming to complete your boss's assignments. Sounds daunting. Luckily, there's a tutorial at the beginning, giving you some time to cozy up to your coding tasks. I Am Setsuna. Tokyo RPG Factory and Square Enix bring us a homage to the great JRPGs of the past. Chosen as the sacrifice to the island's fiend, Setsuna and her safeguards must venture to a far land to begin their ritual. I Am Setsuna evokes feelings of nostalgia for the glory days of JRPG, as well as some hope for the genre's future. Little Inferno. Appeal to your inner pyromaniac in Tomorrow Corporation's 3rd entry to the Switch's launch titles. Sit in front of your new fireplace and set things aflame. Simple, but with Tomorrow Corporation's signature atmosphere. It's plenty fun. Here are the Nintendo launch titles released exclusively in Japan. Disgaea 5 Complete. In this latest RPG installment, help the Demon Killia topple the tyrannical overlord Void Dark to stop the enslavement of the Netherworld. There's 100+ hours of gameplay, 8 bonus scenarios, 4 fan-favorite characters, and the 3 character classes from the PS4 DLC. After its Japan release, the game is coming to North America this spring. Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. That's right, not 1, but 2! Dragon Quest Heroes are coming to Nintendo's newest platform. Watch as Dynasty Warriors Hack and Slash meets Dragon Quest characters, lore, and RPG elements. Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. Koei Tecmo's turn-based strategy game set in Japan Warring States will launch on the Switch console, with more original content. This will include new story additions and all the game's DLCs, and the addition of Warlord creation using the Joy-Con's controller motion IR camera. It features real-life daimyos such as Oda Nobunaga and Takeda Shingen. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Tetris combined with Sega's Puyo Puyo to create another fun, fast, and frenzied game for the Switch. You can go on arcade sprees by yourself in its single-player adventure mode, or drop blocks and blobs with friends in a variety of multiplayer game modes. This arcade fusion will be available to Western audiences on April 25. 18 games are scheduled for release within the launch window of the Nintendo Switch. These are the games that are released within 3 months of console's debut. Here they are arranged by their release dates. The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. Isaac is coming to the Switch, and he's brought his demons with him. In this roguelike expansion, there's 6,000 new rooms and 500 different items to choose from. Battle with inner demons in 30 challenge modes, and pour your tears of cowardice onto 50 basement bosses. Mommy's gonna get you sometime this March. Fast RMX. Defy the laws of gravity with ships as fast as the speed of light. Challenge up to 4 friends to some split-screen fun and zoom ahead of the competition in a backdrop of alpine mountains and vast canyons. Boost and phase with the best players around the globe in its online multiplayer mode. All in full HD resolution. Coming this March. Snipperclips, Cut It Out. A simple puzzle game to test your creativity. Snip through paper characters and solve the puzzles in each level. Play on your own or use the Joy-Con controller to work together with your friends. There's tons of fun to be had with its varied gameplay and different modes. Set for release this March. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. With the landslide success of the shovel-wielding knight on other platforms, its release on Nintendo's latest console is no surprise. This special edition includes previous campaigns with Plague Knight and Shield Knight. And as the upcoming expansion, Spectre of Torment, you can also just buy them individually. Sometime this March. Arcade Archives. Hamster Corporation is bringing the beloved arcade games from the past to the newest console yet. Originally for the PS4, the Arcade Archives will include popular titles from the 90s and 80s, like Contra, Wonder Boy, and Gradius. Available in Japan this March. Has-Been Heroes. Long after their glory days, 3 retired heroes are requested by the king himself to take the king's twin princesses to princess school. This journey isn't going to be easy. Combine forces and spells to eliminate enemies on the way. Watch your step, or you're gonna have to start from the top. Coming this March 28. Snake Pass. Slither, slide, and succumb to the sneakily adorable 3D platformer from Sumo Digital. Think like a snake and use innovative snake physics to bend and climb your way through 15 levels, with your loyal avian sidekick, of course. Plus, there's 4 colorful worlds to explore, and they're coming this March 29. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. Another Koei Tecmo period strategy game. It's set in the China's Han Dynasty and based on the historical text records of the Three Kingdoms. The Switch's interface will allow users to perform gestures with the Joy-Con and, like Nobunaga's ambition, create officers through its motion IR camera. It's set for a Japan release this March 30. Minna de Wai Wai, Spelunker. Based on the PS4 Spelunker world, it focuses on the local multiplayer offered by the console's Joy-Con. You can play it on your television with up to 4 people for offline spelunking. Thanks to its cute art style and friendly controls, it's a fun game to play with friends and family. No West release yet, but it's coming to Japan this April 20. Constructor HD. Take a trip down memory lane, or build one yourself in this remaster of the RTS classic. Now with better graphics, balanced mechanics, and more of its signature hilarity. It's been 20 years now since the game released, but it's coming back with fresh multiplayer challenges and endless building opportunities. Coming this April 28th. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Of course, what is Nintendo without the return of the iconic plumber? Well, yeah, it's another port from the Wii U, but it does come packed with all the DLCs full of new tracks, cars, and characters. Glide over competition and race through waterfalls with Link, Isabelle, King Boo Jr., and the Inklings from Splatoon. Landing this April 28th. Rime. Escape a curse in a magnificent-looking island by solving the puzzles in the vast open world of Rime. Originally intended for a Microsoft release, this single-player adventure finally found home in Sony's PlayStation 4, and now the Switch. It has beautiful cel-shaded graphics inspired by Studio Ghibli's classics and the landscapes of Joaquin Sorolla. Lego City Undercover. The audacious Lego City Cop is about to take on new heights with improved graphics and probably an all-new control system. Without the gamepad's second screen, it will be interesting to see how it will play to the Switch's strengths. But one thing's for sure, Chase is coming back this spring with his trademark quips and comical antics. ARMS. It's a battle of extendable appendages in Nintendo's newest franchise. Using the Joy-Con's motion sensors, fling punches at opponents and make sure they count by guiding them mid-flight. There's also a variety of arms to choose from, and a handful of fighters to master, and it's springing to action this spring. Sonic Mania. Sega is bringing Sonic back to his roots. In this throwback feature, Sonic and his friends are sent to a new yet familiar 2D world, complete with the gang's pixel profile. So sit back, relax, and collect rings with your favorite hedgehogs. Coming this spring. Graceful Explosion Machine. Indie developer Vertex Pop is debuting their explosive side-scroller on the Switch. It's an explosion of colors as you navigate your graceful machine through a narrow cave filled with geometric baddies. Fight them using your blasters, sniper beams, missiles, and energy swords in a glorious kaleidoscope of bursts and sparkles. Set for release this spring. Redout. Inspired by racing giants Wipeout and F-Zero, Nicalis Redout fuses the Unreal Engine with the Switch's precision to create one of the fastest and most stunning pod racing games on the market. Adjust speeds and drift around bends using the Joy-Con's analog sticks and stand in awe of Redout's futuristic visuals. Coming this spring. Splatoon 2. Splatoon amassed a huge gathering following its Wii U release. Now it's time for the squids to gear up for more ink-splatting action. Apart from the Inklings' new styles and weapons, this Switch release also allows for local multiplayer games and more responsive controls using the Joy-Con controllers. Additional content will be lined up following its release this summer. When these upcoming games are released and reviewed, they will receive a play score, a standard rating that averages gamer reviews and critic reviews. So don't forget to watch our play score monthly videos. Thank you to these awesome contributors from around the world who helped us translate our videos to their respective languages. If you want to take part in the growth of our What to Play community, please translate your favorite What to Play videos to your language. Simply click that More button below and select Add Translations. We publish 4 gaming videos every week. Don't miss any of them. Click that bell button beside subscribe, check the send me box, and save. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. To receive the latest play score and gaming updates, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.